So yeah, my top 10 most anticipated list might be coming out a little late, but I figured as long as I get it out before January ends, I should be in the clear. Plus, there wasn't really anything coming out in January that was going to make this list anyway, so we in a double clear. I've got some honorable mentions that I won't get too much into because I want us to get to the main reason why you clicked on the video. So really quick, let's get into those. Lilo and Stitch is my favorite Disney animated movie of all time, right behind The Lion King. So even though these live action Disney movies haven't been great, I still want to see it. Elio, like a movie that did make the top 10 list, is a movie that I'm excited for but continued to get pushed back. Hell, the first trailer was in 2023. Even so, I'm still looking forward to Pixar's next adventure. The new Karate Kid movie is one I'm very curious about. I love the Cobra Kai series, even though I'm like 3 seasons behind, but I'm still looking forward to the Ultimate Karate Kid Cheese Fest. Plus, we don't really know how many more Jackie Chan movies are going to be coming out, so we need to cherish them while they're still happening. Ballerina, a new assassin from the world of John Wick. Count me in. Even though I wish we were getting a movie about the dude with the dog from John Wick 4, this still looks brutal as hell, so I'm seated day one. Plus, Ana de Armas is in it, and she's always been great in everything I've seen her in. Finally, for my honorable mentions, we have Zootopia 2. Looking forward to seeing how Officer Judy Hopps and the Fox Bowl solve systematic racism once again. Or is it speciematic racism? Who knows? There's definitely some others I'm forgetting, but let's just get into that top 10. Jurassic World Rebirth. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was not a fan of the Chris Pratt Jurassic World movies in the slightest. And when I heard that they were making more Jurassic World movies, I literally rolled my eyes. But when I heard that they were going for a more serious tone, with Garrett Edwards directing, Dev Patel, Scarlett Johansson, and especially Mahershala Ali starring, I was all the way in. Imagine that, a major franchise announcing Mahershala Ali starring in a role and actually putting the movie out in less than 2 years. Predator Badlands. I'm still a little mad that the creative team behind Prey heard all of the dope ideas like Predator vs. Samurai in feudal Japan, Predator vs. Vikings, Predator vs. an African warrior nation from Ghana, Nigeria, Sudan, and was like, nah. We could have hopped into different eras and locations where the Predator tried to run the fade and caught the L, but instead they went the safe route and sent the Predator into the future. So why is it still on my top 10 most anticipated list? Well, because I didn't hear about Prey until literally the week that it came out and was blown away by how good it was. Despite my reservations about this new direction, if they can pull off something as good as Prey, I'm gonna be ecstatic. Mickey 17. Funny thing about this joint is that it was literally on my top 10 most anticipated list last year, but they kept moving it until eventually it landed all the way in 2015. But either way, we still have a Bong Joon-ho and Robert Pattinson collaboration, a trailer for it finally dropped, and yeah, I'm still very much excited for it. Avatar Fire and Ash. Avatar 2 was really good. I only saw it in the theater, so I'm not sure how it would have held up at home, but these movies are literally built for the theater experience. I kind of love that our Blue Avatar franchise is mirroring what The Last Airbender did by having an Earth Nation, a Water Tribe, and now we're in the Fire Nation. No trailer just yet, but you can best believe I'll be seated day one for the 3D experience, and I hate 3D, so you know how good it is. Sinners. Bro, Ryan Coogler directing and 2 Michael B. Jordans in a movie about some Motown Chicago vampires? What? Yeah, I'm there day one. Both Creed and Black Panther are 2 of my favorite movies, so seeing them collabing once again for an original vampire movie got me all the way sold. And you got Michael B. Jordan playing twins. I wonder if one of the twins will get turned into a vampire and end up leading his horde against a human twin. That would be wild, but if that theory ain't what the movie is, it doesn't matter. Just tell me a good story. And I kind of trust Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan to do that. Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. I'm a huge Mission Impossible fan, and I don't think that this will necessarily be the last one, but I also wouldn't be surprised. Rarely do you get a franchise going into its 8th movie and they're still legitimately dope. We need to see Tom Cruise unnecessarily risk his life, jump onto something that he has no business being on in the first place. We need to see more sequences like the train sequence at the end of Mission Impossible 7. And I'm curious to see if one of the MIF crew actually bites it this time, because they've been teasing that for a while now. My guess is Ving Rhames, but I hope I'm wrong. Just keep the crew alive. It's a super spy thing. Nobody has to die. Unfortunately, Rebecca Ferguson did die last time, so yeah, maybe do a 52 fake out with that, but I don't see that happening. Wicked for Good. Man, I can't think of a movie I was more wrong about last year than Wicked, bro. I did not want to see that movie. I swore literally the day before I saw it that I had no interest in it. Then a friend of mine, one of the homies, came back from the movie with a more than positive report. And I said, all right, man, I'm gonna go check this out. Wicked was incredible. Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande killed it in their roles. The songs were incredible and the story was well told. So many storylines that I'm curious about seeing how they unfold. I haven't read the books and honestly won't, so please, no spoilers. Despite the fact that I'm absolutely not a fan of the title, I'm looking forward to seeing Wicked for Good. What was wrong with part 1 and part 2, or better yet, Act 1 and Act 2, since it was a play? Oh, and just so y'all know, it's F Galinda all day, every day. All my homies hate Galinda. Oh, backstabbing ass. The A24 movie I've never heard of until the week it came out, and now it's in my top 10 movies of the year. Nah, for real, this happens literally every year. Out of nowhere, I find out about some A24 movie that's coming out the same week, same month, and sometimes I don't even hear about it until it comes out on streaming because it was a limited theater release. And then the movie ends up being in my top 10 of the year. Last year it was Sing Sing, and the year before that it was Past Lives. And to be fair, it's not just A24. There's Neon, Braun, Focus Features, Magnolia, and IFC as well. They all come out with the last minute hoorah and end up blowing me away. All 3 MCU movies. Let me be real, Cat 4, Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four are all making this list. So instead of having them take up 3 spots, I figured why not just bundle them Jones together? And to avoid the headache of trying to rank them individually on this list. I don't feel like doing that. I love them all equally, even though I haven't seen them and probably won't love them all equally. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, Sam Wilson as Cap finna cook. We got Red Hulk making his debut. And then we got the ragtag found family situation going on in Thunderbolts with the Asterisks. And they're going up against Hyperion. So it's finna be a tough time for them. Enough said. And at number 1, Superman. If anything happens to Crypto, I'm finna crash out. Yo, this is definitely my most anticipated movie of the year. James Gunn got a lot of trust from me. I honestly can't remember a comic book project that he put out that has let me down. All 3 Guardians movies, Peacemaker, The Suicide Squad, and most recently Creature Commandos. Even though I actually haven't finished the series, I only got a couple episodes left though. Gunn has been cooking for a minute, and the thing that he does best is developing characters with depth and working with an ensemble cast, which essentially this is what that is, considering the fact that we have Hawkgirl, Mr. Terrific, and Guy Gardner. So yeah, ensemble it is, even though I do think that he will ultimately focus on Kal-El, Clark Kent, Superman's actual journey. And then you got Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. It's giving finna cook. It's about to be a souffle of Kryptonian excellence up in this joint. So I'm really looking forward to that movie. The visuals from the trailer got me hyped. Loving the tone and the color palette. And like I said to start, but not nothing happened to Crypto. He became like 60% of the reason why I want to see this movie. So yeah, that's my top 10 most anticipated movies of the year. Better late than never for sure. Let me know what your top 10 is in the comments and I'll talk to you guys next time.